So your quick check of the big stories we're tracking and where you can get updates on them. And we start with updated information on the Gate Fire.
Yeah, we're still looking on new information. Here's the very latest on the Gate Fire. Came out less than an hour ago. The fire barely grew overnight to 2,056 acres. More importantly, though, firefighters have more control. Containment has gone up from 70% to 75%, and evacuation orders have been lifted. But there are still a lot of campers stuck right now outside a Home Depot store in Chula Vista. And 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala there live with what those campers are dealing with this morning. Mimi?
Yeah, Jason, because the Pio Pico campgrounds are privately owned, the owner gets to decide when they'll reopen, regardless of any evacuations being lifted. So these people are stuck in these RVs, and also we've learned some of them are sleeping in their cars as well until they get to go back home. And right now they have no idea when that will be. The campground on Otay Lakes Road was evacuated during the fire. There is some fire damage to the grounds, but officials didn't say how bad it is. There's also no water available to the residents there, and people here still don't know when it'll be restored. They've been told Tuesday and then Thursday. Now they're just unsure completely. We reached out to the Pio Pico officials who tell us the campground is closed indefinitely. People can just go in and out and grab their belongings. We'll be reaching out again today to see when exactly these people will get to go back home. For now, we're live in Chula Vista. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Mimi, thank you. And investigators have launched a criminal investigation on this one. Some neighbors say none of this would have happened if not for a nearby shooting range. And investigators have a video that they are following up on where there are 4 people there walking away. Residents in that area, these are the people I'm talking about. They've been complaining about the shooting range and the dry conditions around the shooting range for months. So 10 News is going to continue to monitor every angle of this fire. If investigators announce any changes to the criminal investigation, we will immediately send out an alert on our 10 News app. We'll also post those developments on our website, 10news.com, and you can also find the latest numbers there as well as this fire continues to lose strength, I should say. We'll also have a complete wrap-up of all of today's new information starting on the Now San Diego at 4 o'clock.
Today is going to be a warm one, but not as hot as it's been. And we do have some fog we have to deal with. Coronado right now, pretty foggy, but most of it is off of the ground here. So there's the good news there. Also downtown looking very similar to that. But if you're in El Cajon, Carlsbad, Vista, or traveling along the 15 in the North County, you're likely going to be running into at least pockets of fog this morning. Along the coastline, clearing by mid to late morning, 73 degrees here. And our inland neighborhoods, we'll also see sunshine later today. Not quite as warm, but still warm at 86. Kalina?
Everything is still red, but not as it usually is. So if you're going to be traveling on the 805 northbound, you're catching a little bit of a break today, 37-minute commute. We've seen this at over an hour at sometimes. That's leaving Otay Mesa to the 5 connector. And the 5 freeway northbound, typical slowdown right around National City. Right now it's at 32 minutes, leaving the 905 as you head up toward the 805. And the 15 freeway slowing down right around the 78. That is a 23-minute commute between Escondido as you make your way toward Mira Mesa.
I'm Team 10 investigator Allison Ash, and this guy is Reef. He's a 14-month-old chocolate lab. He's also supposed to be a service dog for a veteran with PTSD. But take a look at this.
Reef, no.
That's how Reef acts when he sees another dog or an unfamiliar person. He acts out, and that's a problem for Stacy Thompson. She has major anxiety issues, and Reef's behavior does not help.
When he's doing things that don't assist me, it makes my disability worse, and it makes the symptoms like anxiety and hypervigilance increased. And so if those are increasing, then it's doing a complete disservice. It's not helping me in any way.
Thompson says she was promised a trained service dog, and she claims the nonprofit Labs for Liberty, which funds their organization through donations, is not only misleading disabled veterans about their dogs, but also the public. I'm working now to get answers from the person who runs Labs for Liberty and also uncovering some surprising information about service dogs in general. All that's coming up tonight in my exclusive Team 10 investigation on 10 News at 6.
New this morning, Billy Bush, who used to co-host the Today Show, is now talking about the roller coaster he says his life has been over the past 7 months. Late last year, remember NBC fired Bush after a leaked video showed him and Donald Trump, before Trump was elected president, making lewd comments about women.
Moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there, and she was married. Then all of a sudden I see her, she's now got the big phony and everything. She's totally changed her look.
Over the next 2 days, GMA will air an interview with Bush in which he describes how he has changed since that video was released. He says he's done a lot of soul searching and apologized to his 3 daughters. You can catch part 1 of that interview today on Good Morning America after 10 news this morning. Also on Good Morning America, tracking President Trump's first international trip since taking office, tackling a very packed agenda today in Israel.
Hey, so Terry from Spring Valley is our winner of our $1,000 grand giveaway. You still have 2 chances, tomorrow and Wednesday, and then that's it. So good luck to you if you've been trying to play. Keep trying.
One of our winners told us she called 33 times. Wow. Before she got through.
Persistence.
No, I mean that one morning, like over and we dial. So there you go. Good job. Persistence pays off. Have a good one, everyone. Be careful if you encounter fog.